Aloha and welcome. This is Digital Micro Wednesday, Globex, November 10th. And here's the report. M2K Russell 2000 escape hatch trade on turnaround Tuesday. So I got flat, made a couple of more trades, in and out day trades, currently sitting Globex totally 100% flat in the day trade account. So happy to have that debacle behind. And the good news there is making back some of the losses that I suffered from that debacle. So probably made a dent of about 20% of the losses made up today. But again, the winner, Bitcoin, is holding on to the week gains at 9.5% week to date. So that is the big winner. Let's go and do the comparison benchmarks on the next slide. So here we have the benchmarks: MES, S&P 500, M2K, Russell 2000, and Bitcoin. And look where we are week to date. We are in the red, not a lot with the S&P and the M2K. And this is Globex numbers here, mind you. But again, Bitcoin holds. So this is very impressive. And I guess the one point I want to make here is when I look at some of the other FinTwit people that are not really into crypto and they're kind of still working with the other benchmarks, it's easy for people to say it's all correlated. If the S&P 500 is going up, Bitcoin's going up. But that's not really true. The correlation week to week, I'm noticing differentiation, and this is a good example of that. Bitcoin is powering up. Sometimes, like last week, it takes a break while the indexes go up. But to me, I think that Bitcoin still has a chance to run here into late November, early December. I'm definitely going to hold for the next 4 or 5 weeks. Nothing's changed on that. But where I am going to play here now with some 45%. So let's do the allocations. 55% Bitcoin, 45% cash right now. Looking to day trade on the next setup. Just going to take my time. Probably most likely wait for the RTH open. Again, not investment advice, information, educational use only. Next slide. Reference chart only. This is the MES S&P 500 micro 24-hour chart. And what we've got here is a wick bar in Globex that came down, pivoted on the November 1st anchored VWAP, volume weighted average price from November 1st, this blue dot. So it's not violated that line, and to me that is bullish. This is nothing but a mild retracement. We're in holiday season, and key here for bulls, mid Bollinger Band seems like miles below this. Unless we had some kind of tail risk event that just caught everybody by surprise, this thing could still easily drift to new highs, which means any more mean reversions for me beyond a day trade is just out of the question between now and the end of the year if I'm going to be doing the Russell 2000. So that's the value of looking at the S&P 500 benchmark. Okay, this is the core location chart, the 120-minute Russell 2000. Take a look at the current bar here, and we are under November 8th. I mentioned in the last video that's a key marker. How we opened on the Monday Globex, price is below it. So I still consider this pretty mild. Notice the red arrow. At some point, price is going to hit this green line. It's actually the exponential 81 EMA. And that's been a long time coming. We still have price gapped below it, but this is not a setup. What I am looking to do is to see price touch mid Bollinger, and this anchored VWAP at 2435 marks trapped bulls that bought this high tick record high, all-time 2021 high. So I'm going to be looking to see what price does in the morning of RTH. If we can go above that and drive back to the upper Bollinger, I might be looking to initiate a fade. But right now, 45% of Digital Micro Fund is totally in cash. The other long Bitcoin, 55%. It's all about the proper setup. Let me show you the other slide. I want to emphasize there is no such thing as the Holy Grail chart or chart setup. Everything's fallible, but I do happen to use this chart a lot. And this is the chart right now in the Wednesday Globex that's keeping me in cash on the M2K Russell 2000. Look at this horizontal price action. This is a Renko chart with a HAMA, and I've got some Keltner bands in there and some VWAP levels. I know it just looks like an ugly plate of spaghetti, but right now this is keeping me nice and liquid. And we see here this V dip. This is the Globex. We've had 8 hours plus of Globex basically just dip and still stay within the confines of November 8th Globex open range. So not wanting to take a long, not wanting to be short, just going to watch it and take a look at how the regular trading hour crowd does on the price action. It's going to be all about this opening initial balance on the first hour, and I'm going to watch the first 30 seconds. So there you have it. Let's move to the Bitcoin chart. Bitcoin 24-hour chart. What should jump out here is the narrowness of the upper Bollinger Band from the lower. Very narrow, which lends to compression, energy consolidation prior to some kind of breakout. We can't predict up or down, but that's energy compression. And so far, we're just coming off Tuesday all-time high for Bitcoin, and the anchored volume weighted average price here from November 1st, 63,485. So that is where bulls need to defend that level, where price can't really pierce and hold below. The mid Bollinger is coming in at 63,320. So that would be the last line of defense. I don't see this, though, with the narrow Bollinger Bands happening right now going into the holidays. So I remain 55% allocated. This is a hodl swing trade for me. Again, into the holidays, into December, nothing's changed. Just, again, constructive, good price action. And there's a small linear regression line here. I reset that recently just to have some confluence to a few of the other anchored VWAPs that I drew. That's it, folks. Looking to deploy some dry powder on any setups for M2K Russell 2000. Not in a rush, though, to deploy that. Going to look for premium setups. Trade them. Take care. Aloha.